Hello everyone and welcome to Talking Over Tea. Today, for one of the first times, it is just me by myself. Amelia is not here because I'm going to be showing you my bookshelves. I have never done a bookshelf tour before, so hopefully this goes well, but I just wanted to take you through each shelf and show you some of the books that I really like, so let's get started. So I have these two bookcases, and I'm going to start off with this top left one. So I have, this first shelf is kind of like series and just kind of colors that I liked together. I have my series of unfortunate events here. I don't quite have it finished. I still need a few books, but I always forget what I have. And then I have my beautiful like vintage Chronicles of Narnia. It has some lovely pictures, but it's got a nice pastel spines. You've got my Junior Deluxe Editions books that I'm trying to collect, and these are just super cute editions of books. I've also got Oliver Twist, and I just picked up this Black Beauty. Up here, I have my Winnie the Pooh. It's my little Winnie the Pooh Funko Pop that Amelia got me. And then I have the Time Quintet right here. I'm missing book 3. I love this edition. They're just really pretty. And then I have my collector's edition of the Chronicles of Narnia. They're like full color picture editions, which I really like, and that's the same for these Little House on the Prairie books. These are also full color editions. Yeah, I have quite a few. I'm still a long way from finishing them. I guess we will go to the next shelf over here. And then this is kind of like my YA series. So I've got like the Maze Runner. I don't think I have them all, but I don't really care about that series anymore. And then Percy Jackson, which I covered myself when I was younger. I thought I was so cool when I did this. But actually they do look better than I remembered. Then I have the Artemis Fowl series. I don't think I have them all either, but I kind of stopped collecting them. And I have Harry Potter. I have a lot of. This is Gilderoy Lockhart, which Amelia gave to me, and then Luna Lovegood, which my brother gave me. So yeah, I have my whole series. Trying to get it in hardback, but I have a few in paperback. And then I'll have the awesome illustrated edition, I guess. And then let's go down to the next shelf on the left. So this is again more series, continuing series. We're getting to a little more YA. So I've got The Hunger Games, and then I have my Timothy D. Fombelle books, which I love Timothy D. Fombelle, so yeah, I would definitely recommend all of these, except for I haven't read this one yet. And then another set I'm trying to collect is the Companion Library Editions, and I have 4. And these are just children's books. That's The Prince and the Pauper, which I actually didn't really like. And then there are actually 2 in each one. And then I have my Mirror Visitor series. I'm still missing one. Then I have my Inkheart series. And then I have the Ascendance trilogy. And then right up here, I have Anne of Green Gables. And then I just have these 2 because they're in the same Bantam Classics. And then the next shelf. These are kind of like non-series YA books, though some of these are in a series. So I've got some Maggie Stiefvater books here. And then I have the Sherwood Ring and the Perilous Guard. I need the middle book in this series. When I put them on the shelf, they are not the same height. Like, why are they not the same height? And then I have kind of like my Shannon Hale books here. I'm missing one from this set, and then one from this set. Actually 2. And then I've got some Owen Colfer, another book that I covered myself when I was younger because I hated the cover. This is Airman by Owen Colfer. I really like that book as well. Then I kind of have like standalone YA children or YA middle grade books. So most of these I have read, and I've got like my little collection of Diana Wynne Jones, and then The Mysterious Benedict Society. Then we'll go to the next one. I have a lot of teacups that I don't really know what to do with, so they're kind of displayed here. But this is like children's books, so I have like all the little tiny ones right here. I've got my Roald Dahl books, a little bit of E.B. White, then a bunch of just random stuff. The Secret Garden, super pretty edition. And then we get kind of more into the classic children's books. I've got Swallows in Amazon. It's The Wonder Clock by Howard Pyle. Come on. And then I have some Alice in Wonderland books. I have Heidi, which I love this edition so much. This is like one of my favorite covers that I own. I just love this one so much. It's so pretty. And I have my 2 lamplighter books here. This one I read for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge, and we have a video where I'm reading that. And then this one I got for Christmas, which I just love this cover. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to read it, and it's just so pretty. And then this book is the first book that I ever bought. I got it at an antique store for $5. This is a 1933 edition of Andersen's Fairy Tales, and it was extremely exciting to buy my first book, so it's always going to be very special to me. I'm gonna go open the window because it is so hot in here, so just a second. And I have another Secret Garden, the Anne of Green Gables, and the Reader's Digest edition. And then right here is my little section of King Arthur books because I really like the story of King Arthur. These 2 are actually the same, and I have read them, but I haven't read this one yet. This one's just extremely humongous, and it is illustrated, which is cool. I always love a good illustrated book. And then we go onto the next shelf, and this is kind of more like classics. So I've got my Jane Austen books are right here, and I have my beautiful Barnes & Noble Classics editions right here, which I would love to get more of, but I have Persuasion and Sense and Sensibility, and then another Persuasion, which I got for Christmas, and it's super pretty. Persuasion is my favorite Jane Austen book, so I also have another copy of it. I think this was probably the first one I bought, and I don't really love it, but I just kind of like how it looks with these other ones. And then I have this edition of Pride and Prejudice with this beautiful spine. It's 1913 edition, and I just love this one so much. That is my little Jane Austen section. And then I have Charles Dickens. This is another Reader's Digest edition, and then I'm not sure what this is, but it looks really similar. And then this is my favorite. It is not my favorite Charles Dickens book, but it is the favorite Charles Dickens edition that I own, and it is A Christmas Carol, and it is just really, really pretty. It's just got these nice illustrations, and look at this. Ooh, I just love this. Yeah, it's just super cool. And the dust jacket is even pretty as well. Like, look at that side. And then here I have my mystery section, which is very tiny. I've got a bunch of Agatha Christie in this edition. I don't know what this is, but I just found them all together at a thrift store, so I got them all. And then I have the Tea House Detective just tucked away back there. And then down to the next shelf, we have a bunch of Reader's Digest editions. So this is my Sherlock Holmes section, well, at least right here. But these are all in the Reader's Digest edition, and I just like how they all look together. And then I do have some more up here. I've got just some more classics. And then I have my Shakespeare section, so I have my Folger Shakespeare Library editions, and I have a lot of them, and I'm trying to collect like a ton of them. So I have not read that many, but I've read a few. I have a long way to go to read all of those, but I did just buy, well, a few months ago I think, this Tales from Shakespeare. It's illustrated. I was like just ecstatic when I found this because it just looks like one of those books you'd see like in a Pinterest picture of like these old books, and I was just like, I don't need this. I probably won't read it, but it just spoke to me. And then I have my beloved Barnes & Noble Classics Edition series collection, and there are a few missing from here, but yes, I just love these, and I especially love these colors. Like, they look so good together, they're so pretty. And I have another Persuasion, and then I have some more classics up here. And then, let's see, what is this? This is like continuing classics and like adult fiction. Got some C.S. Lewis here, Scarlet Pimpernel, All the Light We Cannot See is really good. And then, yeah, so just more like adult fiction. Just a few more. Got my Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. And then down, got two more shelves. I'm gonna do this one first just because it's a little bit more boring. I've got my, these are my non-fiction books, and not a whole lot of them, but I'm working up to it. What do I have? I've got a Thesaurus, which I bought in the very early stages of book buying, and that was kind of when I bought anything. I've got a German Bible. I would like to try to read it, but I have not really gotten there yet. haven't read a lot of these, but I have read some. I've read this one, Bonhoeffer. That one is really good and really long, but very good. Then I've got some books from my grandma, and then these are kind of like the big books. So I've got this My Book House book, which I thought was pretty cool. Don't know why I have it, but I thought it was cool. This one is actually pretty cool too, and it is All the World's a Stage, which is the speeches and poems and songs from William Shakespeare, and it's pretty much like illuminated, which I have talked about this as well in haul, I think. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And then the last shelf is right over here. I've got my cool, I think 70s edition of The Lord of the Rings. And then down here's just a few more classics. Right here, I have just more classics, a bunch that I have not read. Okay, and then right behind The Lord of the Rings are my big, huge, giant books. So I've got The Count of Monte Cristo in this cool edition, and The Brothers Karamazov, Les Mis, Anna Karenina, Gone with the Wind, War and Peace, East of Eden, which I have read East of Eden. That is the only one out of all these that I have read, but someday I will get to these. It will take me a while to get through them all, but I will. And yeah, that is the end of, well, that's all the books. Oh wait, nope, I have one more section. So I do have these books over here, which these are my TBR for the year. So I have my Blood of Kings trilogy right here, which Amelia made the covers for me for Christmas. Yeah, see this is my Nicholas Nickleby, which is a reread. I really hope I get to reread that this year. Yeah, we have a whole video about this. But yeah, so I have this stack just to try to get me to read them, which so far it hasn't worked, but I eventually, maybe it will. And a really pretty teacup on the top. And yeah, that is my bookshelf. I really love my bookshelf. I just reorganized it into like kind of sections, so like the more adult books, classics, children's classics, series, YA. I just did that and I'm not sure if I like it yet. I have tried a million ways to organize my bookshelves. I've done color, alphabetical, by if I've read it, a million things, and I just cannot decide what I like the best. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on how to organize a bookshelf, I would love to know. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed going through my bookshelf with me. I had a lot of fun and found a lot of books that I kind of forgot I had and need to read, so I should probably go get reading. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.